By the powers vested in me, I hereby constitute the smart graduation ceremony of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology.
Welcome to the graduating class. This graduation series will see us confer 7,030 undergraduate degrees, 152 postgraduate degrees, 126 of which are master's degrees, 26 doctoral degrees, of which 229 will graduate cum laude. What a fantastic achievement considering the unusual circumstances many of you have been working under to complete your studies. No doubt you have felt alone, uncertain, and had moments of loss, loneliness, grief, and even private joys. Whether you realize it or not, we have shared this aloneness together, and I want to honor this profound experience in your life. You did it. Perhaps there were moments when you thought you wouldn't, but you persevered, and today you graduate. Recognizing a momentous occasion, this is for every single one of you, we knew that only the best will do. CPUT is one of the only universities in the world to offer a digital graduation, which, much like a traditional one, celebrate your individual success. While many universities have opted for mass conferral of qualification, we think you deserve more than a short generic ceremony. For that reason, we personalized this graduation and made sure that this memorable experience for you and your loved ones. At CPUT, our management team and staff have drawn strength from your resilience and determination, and we have endeavored to find solutions to completing the academic year. We were always guided by the principle that no student shall be left behind as a result of pandemic. To that end, we provided a number of innovative and caring solutions to completing the curriculum. This included allowing late and resubmissions, online tutor, mentor support, moving lecturer guidance to WhatsApp, and equipping our staff with skills to adapt to remote learning. It hasn't been easy, but it has been necessary. And I'm proud of staff who have brought us to this point today. Added to that, CPUT is considered a benchmark of best practice when it comes to managing COVID-19. Not only were we identified as a low-risk institution in terms of potential for infection, but we also became the first institution of higher learning to open a dedicated COVID-19 vaccination center for our staff and students. Hundreds of staff and students have already been vaccinated, with many more waiting their turn to do so. I will conclude this address with a party message that I so often tell our graduating classes. Please let this graduation be one of many that you have in your constant, unquenchable quest for lifelong learning. After all, if the pandemic has taught us anything, let it be this, that the world is changing and we need to change with it. Remember, if nothing changes, nothing is going to change. I hope that we'll meet in person at your next graduation ceremony. Thank you, Baya Danki, and Kos. Please stay safe and keep well.
Welcome to the Smart Graduation Ceremony for the Faculty of Informatics and Design. This is the first ceremony in a series of 13 ceremonies. Chancellor, I request you to confer diplomas and degrees within the Faculty of Informatics and Design on the following candidates who cannot be present due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
By the authority vested in me, the diplomas and degrees will be awarded to the candidates as announced to me.
For the Diploma in Architectural Technology, Ryan Lee Adams, Ruben Bock, Eden Lane Bothman, Neil Brits, Gerald Albert Klute, Andres Lau Kutze, Ricky van Kutze, cum laude, Diana Albertina da Silva, Graham George de Vernon, cum laude, Tusi Fakik, Sahir February, Henim Hatters, Amira Hendricks, Biljai Lacau, Bernard Melber, Valdina Estuve Manuel, Janet Paddock, Josie Bruce Sochers, Cameron Schwedt, Samari Skuman, Kayleen Schwab, Shana Smith, Morancel Strauss, Ashley Theron, Tristan Theron, Pocheng Lawrence Tong, Jeremy Zetu. For the Diploma in Film Production, Senzo Bacela, Natasha Cromout, Lunga Diniso, Apo Danchi, Lorenzo Erasmus, Tina Galata, Litemba Godlo, Tulile Kakaza, Bafundi Goli, Retabile Lehana, Monwabisi Mahlombe, Afika Maxegu, Tracy Mdubo, Nokhanyo Mehlomakhulu, Sibongile Mlokoti, Mthokozisi Msomi, Zikhona Njumbuqa, Anathi Ntsolo, Sipho Nuse, Yanelisa Peleti, Vuyo Innocent Qwayi, Siyanda Mshushu, Caitlin Smith, Mohammed Sangai, Tulani Qangati. For the Diploma in Information Communication Technology Applications Development, Anasia Abrahams, Gerald Abrahams, Shuin Con Adams, Darrell Jeremy Allen, Linton Apollis, Craig Bale, Amwa Ali Bandar, Mikhail Ben Hazut, Goodman Boy, Nazra Kar, Benden Eugene Charles, Clayton Glassens, Brian Clute, Avery Daniels, Jacobus de Bie, Claude Di Chambila, Josele Niangui, Sean Donley, Dean February, Dimitri Ferris, Nico Fortin, Sakina Francis, Mohat Frila, Evis Jin, Pilisa Anita Kokoma, Mikhail Healthy, Nicole Hethorn, Cameroon Hendrick, Mohadi Hendricks, Sinawo Hlaleleni, Phumelelo Oho, Lanes Kluste Irakoz, Anati Jack, Megan Juanita Jacobs, Natasha Jafta, Dimitri Ivan Johannes, Daniel Johnson, Lanes Carl Johnson, Neil Brandon Johnson, Ami Johnston, Mohammed Johnston, Mbuyi Alpha Kalala, Sonwabo Gladman Kasi, Obtile Kelebong, Henry Cohen, Botsepo Josiang, William Henry King, Chris Mbuyi, Rachel Klein, Kabangela Kokolo, Ryan Kobler, Lindisipho Koyo, Tulani Kula, Emily Keteng, Moilehi Mopietse, Munashe Magidi, Mtutuzeli Magidigidi, Ayabulela Mahlatini, Damiel Mele, Shane Mapasi, Joanad Martin, Ebenezer Matebula, Sinovuyo May, Yamkela Mbali, Atenkosi Mjekula, Lungisa Mkhasakasa, Senzo Mkhupha, Mncedisi Mgadi, Sibabalwe Mquma, Cameron Mostert, Motsaibane Mpanya, Ronald Mutali, Inga Mzileni, Christ Nganga, Anganati Ngondwane, Minentle Mgwenya, Lukhanyo Nkohla, Noluthando Nqwelo, Bathi Ntsinga, Owen Ntumba, Amal Nzwawu, Messel Lee Pather, Matthew Alfred Peace, Ethan Patterson, Ryan Patterson, Sinethemba Boni, Lynn Prislow, Abraham Rahoto, Limpo Ranamane, Abulda Raycliffe, John Salumu, Joel Sango, Jody Malone Smith, Yusuf Sukir, Kosinati Sola, Sonia Sonchancha, Rafik Stephens, Chad Stevens, Jonathan Theron, Sean Trainer, Luzuko Chaka, Bradley van der or Vainsdale, Zubra Osteron, Calvin van Steter, Ismail Fardin, Jienen Vermeulen, Brandon Vellet, Keisha Williams, Apiwe Ozwa. For the Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Communication Networks, Siyasanga Bongelo, Lick Kesson, Fatima Fakir, Zebenati Woza, Luke Jafta, Kanyisile Kondlo, Mohammed Latif, Cindy Mabangula, Francie Makiza, Mavuva Marquez, Sanele Mbondi, Pamela Mzanga, Zimkita Mfuku, Sophie Bitasi, Luyolo Ndiki, Azole Ndimeni, Unati Noganta, Amhat Salim, Ako Etem Samson, Ziyanda Sem, Asive Shasha, Anati Tamahani, Unati Vapi. For the Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Multimedia Applications, Quincy Benderon, Tashik Kasiem, Ramku Cohen, Onas Fortu, Lane Curtis Joseph, Muhat Dean Lusk, Selo Amos Mabua, Vuyiseka Madlulela, Tinash Macheza, Justin Mento, Jafet Batu, Yolanda Mqengwana, Tashir Peterson, Thando Lwethu Siloyi, Ruwen Smallberger, Tamrin Wenzel, Makosi Zondo, Mauzole Zuma. For the Diploma in Interior Design, LZ Human, Austin Pigot, Tutam Stober, Tobia Strauss. For the Diploma in Journalism, Mayrem Andikari, Rain Klute, Masha Dean, Zoe Nick Fick, Kirsten Flores, Misach Kambach Kambamba, Zimasa Katamzi, Vuyile Madwanzi, Lona Noholela, Lisakhanya Mswanti, Kazimla Nku. For the Diploma in Photography, Annalisa Boys, Nathan Brink, Kay Davis, Gabriel Flores, Anna Kramer, Lumez Ismail, Marta Kubule, Siphe Makaula, Simamkele Mosoto, Lilita Mtsi, Tina Qinisile, Shane Thompson. For Diploma in Product Design, Atula Adams, Lasya Kutze, Matthew Edis, Dion Ingalls, Thomas Ferrari, Kevin Fowler, Tyler Grondin, James Hagen, Siley Jackson, Joshua Mego, Jacques Pinar, Marco Steinhesser, Renee Walser. For the Diploma in Public Relations and Communication Management, Sibongile Pongoza, Benelli Boysen, Crystal Casewell, Jane Klute, Leslie Lane Daniels, Kelly Duplessis, Jamie Abraham, Esther Friends, Zatra Fridi, Luvo Fuchane, Esther Hans, Bertram John Hendricks, Scalar Ziazen Jacobs, Palesa Kobo, Joy Locally, Numisa Mahlombe, Yolisa Ngamlana, Neliswa Nyandeni, Jihan Opperman, Tsepo Gaba, Aviwe Selani, Nonzwakazi Somswevu, Anda Tandwa, Apiwe Zamile. For the Diploma in Visual Communication, Mohat Abrahams, Shana Allison, El Jafet Bansimba, Navra Beckskin, Tyrone Bowman, Adam Bowers, Nabla Charles, Taylor Ashlane Flores, Jodique Fortune, Daniel Fredericks, Calvin Hendricks, Cody Hendricks, Jordan Haynes, Pilasande Hlangu, Ked Jacobs, Sean Douglas Jeftas, Sabri Ken, Sifiso Glass, Rida Case, Ner Mahomet Leonard, Tina Makoba, Rhys Manuel, Muzaf Martin, Mzukisi Mbutuma, Anati Mpeto, Mikhail Neft, Melissa No, Siyamthemba Ngozwana, Anele Sem Palmer, Ashley Patterson, Ashley Phiri, Buhle Qabaka, Jennifer Rocker, Mohau Sehere, Mosa Sehere, Melissa Sojini, Kayla Grace Thomas, Emra Tofi, Sanele Thokozwayo, Zune Tena. For the National Diploma in Architectural Technology, Chad Daniel Brendner, Nathan Cockrell, Lana Nicole Ford, Anastasia Diamoridis, Isaac Gordon, Kaylen Jacobs, Innocentia Hosieng, Khululekile Makeleni, Rubin Mellon, Louis Mokel, Taylor Markle, Chloe Seymour, Tsepiso Tseleli, Wilma Venter. For the National Diploma in Film and Video Technology, Megan Boysen, Anele Dube, Yongama Mdia, Innocent Nkomana, for the National Diploma in Graphic Design, Andisiwe Bulawa, Itra Deris, Ashron Helsinger, Mkoseleli Jamela, Zimkita Mpongo, Siphelele Mtimkhulu, Paul Mchabe, Sandisiwe Ngoyana, Valenciano Peterson, Tiffany Strawing, for the National Diploma in Information Technology, Zalisekile Toto, for the National Diploma in Interior Design, Michelia Dawson, for the National Diploma in Journalism, Zolani Gwabeni, Kineo Johnson, Hazel Kosi, Nicole Lidoff, Them Madulube, Mandisa Mfenyana, for the National Diploma in Photography, Akona Ntoto, Siyavuya Phato, Anele Khamba, Jamie Swingler, Tanik van Niekerk, for the National Diploma in Public Relations Management, Claudia de Agrela, Sharon Gungwini, Lebohang Mata, Nolubabalo Mgaba, Andiswa Ndwandwe, Penelope Nyelimane, for the Advanced Diploma in Film Production, Faith Bosman, Brandon Clark, Mihlali Mali, Siphosethu Nondala, Mcebisi Sidlali, for the Advanced Diploma in Information Communication Technology Application Development, Mohammed Amwa, Obasa Antonym, Noluvo Bavuma, Matthew Boyson, Verelei Betsev, Constantinato David, Sydney De Souza, Espo Didikemena, Milshka Dolly, Zimasa 4, Sinazo Gaqa, Kat Hayesbeck, Masud Jacobs, Dombizama Wawa Jiki Jela, Elijah Jim, Mopane Kapai, Sinethemba Kiwutu, Mosen Ken, Winston Kruger, Salih Lokhtey, Taylor Lokamba, Dean Matt, Lydia Makowa, Matabo Mento, Banele Mlaleli, Kaylin Mokel, Teboho Mpanga, Sebe Msomi, Nomvuyiso Mqo, Sindiswa Ndlela, Loyiso Nqwebo, Nomfanelo Hleko, Kaisel Komao, Michelle Patrick, Zimasa Qaji, Marco Ross, Siphamandla Sivshi, Nonkululeko Tebeni, Siphokuhle Jasi, Fagan van Jaarsveld, Abraham Vese. For the Advanced Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Communication Networks, Asibongile Baleni, Efambe Buseng, Tanaka Chimurundu, Sylvia Healy, Nicholas Hollanda, Namhla Jonas, Zinhle Masizana, Silvio Matamba, Siphelele Mkalali, Leletu Mvumvu, Shannon Mbida, Kishen Petal, Ngoy Pinchi, Patrick Reinhardt. For the Advanced Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Multimedia Application, Oral Campbell, Kirsten Helling, Glory Kasaho, Bongeka Ngubukezi, Kayakazi Ntunja. For the Advanced Diploma in Journalism, Sinethemba Cawe, Benita Jafta, Busiswa Mahonono, Masibulele Mbatha, Aluto Mbendeni, Sinethemba Mbewana, Nontobeko Mlambo, Anathi Mlonyeni, Cebelihle Mthethwa, Lukhanyo Mthutha, Sinaye Mvubi, Sikhululwe Ntsiko, Storm Simpson, Ember Solomons, Nomathamsanqa Cheleza. For the Advanced Diploma in Photography, Chadley Rechter. For the Advanced Diploma in Public Relations and Communication Management, Rambidzai Bofu, Okuhle Gcinga, Natrian Hendricks, Andiswa Hlangana, Justin Essex. Sinazo James. Litate Kedema. Brian Lahu. Nomta Mafu. Kamucharai Makuvaza. Nozipho Mamba. Portia Mbele. Thandekile Mtangayi. Phumeza Mtengwane. Shaquila Nolan cum laude. Asiphe Nompozolo. Zikhona Ntando. Owonke Paul. Asavela Quba. Bianca Seyman. Mandlakazi Sigcawu. Yoliswa Siphika. Ayabulela Stevens. Somila Njangela. Agnes Jesse. For the Advanced Diploma in Visual Communications. Vukale Makuka. Thembalethu Ndumiso. Leyland Note. Tafik Siden. Tracy Sage. Sipokuhle Thompson. Zakia van der Aard. For the Baccalaureus Technologie Architectural Technology, Bradley Brits. For the Baccalaureus Technologie Information Technology Communication Network, Chester Benjamin. Antonia Ferdinands. Ashraf Jainsman. Sipokazi Labani. Andani Muluwati. Nico Pangwa. Paula Kwalana. Precious Njali. For the Baccalaureus Technologie Information Technology, Information and Technology Management, Nobuhle Baku. Annelisa Beyapi. Muhammad Doli. Pendulwa Jaqa. Yonela Kolweni. Bomkazi Luphuwana. Lizeka Mafuta. Madeline Mateta. Duduzile Matiwane. Bonolo Machidiso. Wanda Matsuluka. Offense Victor Menong. Jess Motlensmo. Sharon Lee Nedson. Shamnon Naidu. Israel Ndow. Joseph Ngana. Atlaf Parker. Yonela Petula. Portia Qambi. Portia Khachane. Megan Shrika, Doris Sondlo, Meya Teleplanche, Kinen Dalen, Tanya Williams, Busisiwe Qalisile. For the Baccalaureate Technology, Information Technology, Software Development, Common Brown, Amhead Bucks, Bright Cheng, Fortune Dideren, Rona Duplessis, Lukolo Jobiso, Kutalang Juili, Yandisa Katia, Clement Maryling, Atenkosi Monakali, Josephta Mtombeni, Christian Mawumba, Mandisa Nonkobongo, Obisa Nozewu, Eli Omatuku, Mevin Reddy, Njabulo Shabalala, Yibongwe Timakwe, Amnin Wenzel. For the Magister Technologie Graphic Design, title, A Contemporary Designer's Insight into Traditional African Art, exploring the role played by indigenous art and artifacts in contemporary South African design, supervised by Prof. L. Theo. For the student, Bachnan Zwelibanzi Damba. For the Magister Technologie Graphic Design, title, Design and Development of a Soft Skill Acquisition Application for Youth Children in Informal Context, supervised by Prof. Gahago and Dr. Chisen. For the student, Nicole Lewis. For the Magister Technologie Graphic Design, summa cum laude, the title, An Exploration of Online Advertising Strategies in an Age of Online Advertising Avoidance Towards Millennium in Cape Town, supervised by Prof. Dufet and Dr. Chisen. For the student, Natasha Vera Miller. For the Magister Technologie Graphic Design, title, The Role of Digital Design and Technology in the Development of Entrepreneurship in Gokwe, Zimbabwe, supervised by Prof. Tenga. For the student, Patience Zenzile Moyo. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology, title, Cape Town as a Smart Destination Tailored for Chinese Tourists, supervised by Dr. Frank. For the student, Alvin Ngoni Anadu. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology, title, Attack Resilience Trust and Signature-Based Intrusion Detection System, supervised by Dr. Kabaso. For the student, Super Abib Ade. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology, Title, Design of a Software Architecture Solution to Address Impersonation in Online Assessment in Higher Education. Supervised by Dr. Kabaso and Ms. Lokey. For the student, Stefan Moduveko. For the Magister Technologie, Information Technology. Title, An Evaluation of a Computer Information System in Technical Vocation Education and Training College. Supervised by Prof. Ruhode. For the student, Newton Sly Motiro. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology. Title, Learning Analytics to Enhance Students' Throughput and Success. A Case of the South African Technology, Newton. Supervised by Prof. Van Zyl. For the student, Ndiakolwa Ngulu. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology. Title, The Role of Enterprise Architecture in the Alignment of Business and Information Technology in a South African Public Organization. Supervised by Prof. Ruhode and Mr. Olifane. For the student, Sean Ongodipe. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology. Title, A Hybrid Machine Learning Process Framework for Data-Driven Direct Product Marketing. Supervised by Prof. Daramola. For the student, Russell Patterson. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology. Title, Gamification to Motivate Knowledge Sharing Between Disparate Teams Within an Organization. Supervised by Dr. Frank. For the student, Matthew Ronald. For the Magister Technologie Information Technology. A title, Exploring Compliance with the Protection of Personal Information Act. Implementation supervised by Prof. Ruhode and Dr. P. Harper. For the student, Marvin Walter Theis. For the Magister Technologie Interior Design, summa cum laude. Title, The Effective of Design Intent on Shopping Behavior in a South African Retail Store. Supervised by Ms. Ruvo and Prof. Cronje. For the student, Ayanda Bua. For the Magister Technologie Public Relations Management. Title, The Power of Twitter, a content analysis study of public pressure on corporate communication and crisis management. Supervised by Dr. Pebler. For the student, Malaysia, Akana Wakefield. For the Magister Technologie Public Relations Management. Title, An Evaluation of the Role of Corporate Communication Practitioners within Strategic Management Functions at a University of Technology. Supervised by Dr. Mbinjwa Gamatham and Ms. Tea. For the student, Grant Abraham Behrens. For the Magister Technologie Public Relations Management, summa cum laude. Title, An Analysis of Communication Strategies Used by a South African Municipality to Build and Maintain Relations with International Sister Cities, supervised by Makwambeni and Dr. Adebayo. For the student, Clayton Bessel Vance. For the Magister of Technology, Public Relations Management, cum laude. Title, The Role of the Reflective Communication Strategist in Environmental Assessment, a case study of International Airport X, supervised by Dr. Makwambeni and Ms. Stein. For the student, Deidra Davis. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, topic, an assessment of the role of public relations specialists in strategic decision-making and enterprise strategy formulation in large corporations, supervised by Dr. Ferreira. For the student, Renee Engelbeck. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, title, An Evaluation of University of Technology's Crisis Communication Strategy during the Fees Must Fall movement, supervised by Dr. Mbinjama Gamathan. For the student, As Fredericks. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, title, An Evaluation on the Use of Social Media in the Enhancement of Stakeholder Engagement in a Public Institution, supervised by Dr. Tamsilele and Dr. Abedai. For the student, Sanri Gavenda. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, cum laude, an investigation of the career progression experiences of women in mid and senior level positions in Cape Town's public relations industry, supervised by Prof. Bechen and Dr. Benjama Gamathan. For the student, Donna Leslie Lindsman. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, title, Public Relations Tools to Improve Commuter Perception of the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa in Gauteng, supervised by Prof. Elpio and Dr. Benjama Gamathan. For the student, Bongeka Mnukwa. For the Magister Technology Public Relations Management, title, An Evaluation of Stakeholder Engagement between the Western Cape Department of Agriculture and Commercial Farmers, supervised by Prof. Bechen. For the student, Giselle Teleblanche. For the Doctor of Philosophy, Informatics, title, Health Care Information System Implementation for Public Health Service Delivery in Resource-Constrained Environment, a Critical Realistic Perspectives, supervised by Prof. Ruhode. I would like to request Prof. Ruhode to come and read the student citation.
Global demand for better public healthcare services, especially in developing countries, has inspired governments and healthcare service providers to turn to technology for innovative ways to improve service delivery. Maureen Achieng's study reports several factors that are central to the implementation of technological interventions in the provision of healthcare services in resource-constrained environments. She used a critical realist perspective, which posits that outcomes in the real world are determined by structures and mechanisms based on actors' interpretation of the social world. The study employs the Activity Analysis and Development ACT-AD model as theoretical tool and draws on the normalization process theory as an explanatory framework to gain insights into technology implementation. The findings highlight generative mechanisms such as multi-sector involvement, degree of coherence, cognitive participation, collective action, and reflexive monitoring that have causal effects on the implementation process of technological interventions.
Chancellor, I request you to confer Doctor of Philosophy Informatics for the candidate Maureen Sarah Achieng. For the Doctor of Philosophy Informatics, title Integration of Mobile Health Technology-Enabled Activities in Clinical Settings of Tertiary Hospitals in Sub-Sahara Africa, supervised by Prof. Dilahab and Dr. McLean. May I request Prof. Dilahab to come and read the student citation.
Mayawa's study describes the interplay between human actors and technology performance as a contributing factor to the development of an applicable framework used to design and evaluate mHealth technology-enabled work activities in tertiary healthcare of sub-Saharan Africa. This study contributes to the conversations about how cost-benefit analysis of automation result in a strengthened synergy between human agency and technology performance. The methodological contribution is informed by the use of semi-structured interviews and co-design activities as tools of inquiry in a service design strategy to develop user journeys applicable to health informatics studies. Concepts of the interplay between human agency and health ICT capabilities, as informed by the activity analysis and development process, provide novel contributions to the body of knowledge in the fields of health informatics and service design research.
Chancellor, I request you to confer Doctor of Philosophy Informatics for the candidate Olumayowa Ogudani. For the Doctor of Information and Communication Technology, a title, A Multidimensional Model for Assessing E-Government Service Gaps in the Context of a Developing Country, a Critical Realistic Perspective, supervised by Prof. Ruhode. May I request Prof. Ruhode to come and read the student citation.
Although e-government assessment typologies have been developed over time, no measurement metrics exist to assess e-government service gaps in the context of developing countries. In this study, Gilbert Mahyangu sought to investigate the factors enhancing e-government service gaps in the context of a developing country from multiple perspectives and to develop a model for assessing the service gaps. Grounded in critical realism, a sequential multi-methodology design was employed to collect both quantitative and qualitative data. The study has revealed several factors that can explain why e-government service gaps exist, and the factors act as underlying mechanisms for implementation and utilization of e-government service gaps. A multidimensional model for assessing e-government service gaps was developed. The model comprises 4 constructs, namely system functionality, service delivery, service gaps, and user satisfaction. The novelty of Gilbert's work lies in the use of a multi-methodology approach grounded in critical realism to explain causal mechanisms of an e-government phenomenon within the realities of a developing country.
Chancellor, I request you to confer Doctor of Information and Communication Technology for the candidate Gilbert Mahlangu. For the Doctor of Information and Communication Technology, hybridized indexing for research-based information retrieval supervised by Dr. Dilahab and Prof. Btech and Dr. Ace. May I request Dr. Dilahab to come and read the student citation.
Challenges exist for information retrieval systems in handling mismatching vocabularies in queries and candidate source documents. As a result, these information retrieval systems may retrieve some documents that are irrelevant and miss some that are relevant. This increases the time for research by focusing additional perusal of unsatisfactory results and additional searches using alternative vocabularies. Inhibits productive research. The strategy used in Carl Fitzgerald's study was based on design science research, performing both an exploratory and explanatory study. The hybrid indexing method was presented and proved to increase systems' effectiveness and specificity.
Information and Communication Technology for the candidate Kale Fitzgerald. Doctor of Technology Informatics. This qualification is awarded posthumously. May we please observe the moment of silence. The title, An Integration of Communication Informatics and Enterprise Architecture in ICT Projects for Rural Communities, a case study in Gabon, Western Cape, South Africa, supervised by Dr. Dilahab. May I request Dr. Dilahab to come and read the student citation.
Information and communication technology infrastructure in underserved communities is costly, limits access and usage for development, and contributes to the slow pace of change for better lives. Academic researchers, practitioners, and activists, technologists continue to participate in the design and implementation of community-based ICT strategies and projects that engage poor communities with the purpose of improving their lives. The integration of two disciplines, enterprise architecture and community informatics, created a framework known as Enterprise Architecture for Community Development. The Enterprise Architecture for Community Development assists in building the optimum infrastructure, creating a developmental and innovative environment, and utilizing the e-commerce opportunities for and by the communities.
Chancellor, I request you to confer the Doctor of Technology Informatics posthumously for the candidate David John Mzwandile Makola. Doctor Technology Informatics, title, A Stakeholder-Centered Mobile Health Implementation Inquiry within the Digital Health Innovation Ecosystem in South Africa, a practitioner's researcher's perspective, supervised by Prof. Dilahab and Prof. Nyasulu. 4, may I please request Prof. Dilahab to come and read the student citation.
Aiden Sibuyo's research articulated the need for stakeholder collaboration, such as continuous engagement between academics, technologists, mHealth professionals, and government agencies. Such compelling collaboration is accentuated more by the South African realities of the best practices in fieldwork, which may not necessarily be documented in scholarly publications. Integrating practice-based research with an ethnographic approach for the situational inquiry contributed novel general and practice knowledge claims to the field of health informatics, with the potential for mHealth implementation in practice. Several theoretical frameworks and practice-based instruments were used to gain insights in the study to benefit local and general practice.
Chancellor, I request you to confer Doctor of Technology Informatics for Idion Sibuyi. For Doctor of Technology Information Technology, title, Programming Languages, Curriculum and Computational Thinking at a Cognitive Level of Formal Operations, supervised by Dr. Dilahab and Prof. Cronje. May I request Dr. Dilahab to come and read the student citation.
High school learners underperform at the cognitive level of formal operations when engaging in subjects such as mathematics and science. Computational thinking is a necessary competency needed to comprehend subjects such as mathematics and science. Computational thinking is vague and poorly structured in educational curricula for high school learners. Using a programming language such as Greenfoot that is aligned with the APOS theory, computational thinking and mathematics and science can be promoted amongst learners. Wilhelm Rothman's study proposed specific protocols to promote computational thinking of learners for teachers of mathematics and science, as well as to assist the Department of Education in developing an effective curriculum for the learners.
Chancellor, may I request you to confer Doctor Technology Information Technology for the candidate Wilhelm Rothman. Okay. Chancellor, it is my great pleasure to present to you our Dean Medalist student for 2021 for Faculty of Informatics and Design. Our medal goes to Ryan Koble, the student who's enrolled for Diploma in ICT Applications Development. Ryan was born in Cape Town in 1983 and attended Sylvia's High School, where he completed his schooling in 2001. He is registered at CPUT for Diploma in ICT Applications Development part-time in 2016 and obtained 21 distinctions out of 26 subjects with a final aggregate of 79%. He's one of our students who did very well, and we are proud of him. Ryan is currently registered for the Advanced Diploma in ICT Applications Development and is also working at Vector Logistics as a business intelligence controller. We're hoping that he's going to contribute in the space of ICT for this time like this in the Fourth Industrial Revolution arena. And we wish him all the best, and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our formal proceedings, and I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you for streaming it and making it special for the graduating class. I must commend the stakeholders who painstakingly planned this digital graduation ceremony. You have indeed made it special for our students. Vice-Chancellor Prof. Chris Ntlapo, thank you for your leadership during this most unprecedented and trying times for higher education. Thank you to the staff of the Marketing and Communication Department, Infrastructure Development and Facilities Management, and the Assessment and Graduation Center. You have made this event a memorable one for graduates, and that is appreciated. Thank you to the rest of the CPUT staff, our dedicated lecturers, heads of department, deans of faculty who have lent their support and continue to work tirelessly to complete the academic project so that more students may also move closer to their graduation ceremonies in the near future. Thank you to the SRC, our trade unions, our community and industry partners, and the university international partners. Thank you to the health compliance officers, the university's health cluster, and the Health Command Center for working tirelessly on keeping our campuses safe. To our students and staff, thank you for diligently observing the health protocols and for keeping your masks on. In true CPUT style, I would like to conclude by saying, Damas and Hira, Bayadanki, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and Nkosi Siyabulela.
Thank you for joining and watching the SMART graduation ceremony. By the powers vested in me, I now dissolve this congregation of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology.